Hey everybody, it's Gail Perry, and I'm here with a very special guest, Brian Bonde. Brian, how are you?
I'm great, Gail. How are you today?
I'm terrific, terrific. And
Good.
Brian and I are so excited because we are going to be doing a very important session at AFP Icon. You want to tell everybody about it, Brian?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We're going to be at in Baltimore at the end of March, first part of April, and we will be presenting on capital campaigns on the 29th of March. Looking forward to that and seeing all of our AFP friends in Baltimore.
Yeah, and so if you're coming to the AFP conference in Baltimore, be sure to book your calendar for Sunday afternoon from 4 to 5:15. And Brian and I are going to talk about a topic that has a lot of energy,
Yes.
the top 10 challenges of capital campaigns and how to fix them. So Brian, was that your idea or mine? I can't remember.
Well, I think our conversation was we know a lot of people have these issues, and I think you and I were talking about what were the possibilities when we're out on the campaign field working with our clients. What are the things that we hear a lot about? And so we picked 10 of those, and we want to have a good discussion about what some of those are and what we can do to help people get through them.
That's right, because capital campaigns, I'm actually writing a blog post right now, and it's talking about how risky capital campaigns are because they're fraught with possibility and danger, and organizations putting itself out there, and the challenges are a dime a dozen. So many challenges. What's the favorite challenge that you suggested for our presentation? What's one of your favorites?
Well, one of the first ones, and probably one of the most surprising and obvious ones, is have you figured out what you're raising money for and how much you need to raise? I mean, people move into that, and always I spend a lot of time with my clients early on in, okay, what are we doing? What are we building? What programs do we want to support? And then what actually is that going to cost so that we can build a working goal that's going to be reasonable and make sense. And it seems like a logical first step, but a lot of people miss it.
Yeah, I've seen people try to create a vision statement, and it's all about romancing the organization's history and this wonderful organization. And there's one little tiny paragraph about the project, and there are no numbers, and there's no square footage, and there's no impact.
Right.
So I think figuring out what you're raising money for is key. And my favorite challenge is being pressured to start the campaign too quickly.
Right.
Because we run into that so often that the committees, the volunteers, the board want to rush out there and start asking when you do not have your dominoes lined up at all.
Yeah. And if you don't have your dominoes lined up, you will pay for it. And it will have a serious impact on where the campaign's going to go and how you do. You got to have it. You got to have all of that put together.
I like to say this: what happens ahead of time that makes or breaks the campaign? What do you think, Brian?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And getting your campaign plan in lined up with what the organization's doing. What's going on with their organizational strategic plan, and do you fit in appropriately, or is this a project that one or two people want to do, and getting all of that together so that everybody pulls as a team. This whole idea of a philanthropic culture where everybody in the organization pulls in one direction, that's what it's all about.
That's right. And trying to get the board members and the volunteers and the staff mobilized and agreeing on a strategy and moving together in a coordinated fashion, I think is one of the great challenges.
Right. I agree.
Share our secrets. So everybody come join us at AFP Icon in about a month. And
yeah, hard to believe it's just a month away.
Look forward to seeing you then. Thanks.
All right.